How's it going everyone, my name is BAYZY and welcome to another video. In this video I'm talking about the top 5 features in which I have enjoyed through playing the early access for the next title update, in which is 3.0.3. Thanks to Ubisoft for letting me early capture. And I've got to say, this update does add quite a lot of features in which for the most part I enjoy. But anyways, let's not ramble, let's get straight into it, starting with the Darkest Night. The Darkest Night is one of the features in which I thoroughly enjoyed within the early access of this update. It's a setting that is optional and toggleable, and you can change it within the Ghost Experience parameters. It is a tactical setting in which will change the night to simply be darker. As a person who plays on extreme usually, this was really good, and it kind of forced you to use your night vision goggles quite frequently. Usually at night time within Breakpoint, since launch, it wasn't really dark. You got to midnight and there wasn't really a need to use your NVGs, but within this Darkest Night mode, there is a need, and I've quite enjoyed that within this update. So if you do want to add this feature into your game, go into the Ghost Experience parameters at the Options tab, go to Difficulty Tactical, and for Veteran and Elite it automatically enables Darkest Night mode, or you can click Custom and it's at the bottom on the tactical part of the settings menu. But now let's move on to bullet lures. These are a new feature within Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and it basically acts as a diversion lure. This feature allows you to lure one enemy at a time without triggering large groups of enemies, and that's its comparison between the diversion lure and the bullet lure. This feature is accessible from the item wheel, so there is no need to manage it. What I was thinking, and what I have suggested to community managers, and comment down below if you do agree with me, I was thinking, why don't these bullets come from actual amount of ammo in that you have? It adds that extra bit of importance of using your ammo wisely. Of course that is just a suggestion, and I don't know if everybody else agrees with me on that. But generally this feature is good, and I'm quite happy that they have added this instead of having diversion lures in which are bringing loads of enemies to a certain location. You can just pick off enemies one by one and take over the base fluently. And while I'm on the topic of talking about bases, let's mention my third feature of this video, in which is world modifiers. Out of all these features, I think this one's probably my favourite, to be honest. World modifiers change the world just so much. Of course, the Ghost Recon team after the live event confirmed the rebels will be coming back, and they have finally came back within this update. You can activate and deactivate them within a new parameters page as you please. Now that isn't all what this parameters page does. You can also deactivate the drones within the world, in which I know has been a feature in which the majority of the community have wanted since the launch of the game, with obviously the ideology that drones don't really fit within the world of Breakpoint. Of course you have your own personal drone, I think people are generally happy with that. But as far as this futuristic tech, drones flying everywhere coming after you, it's definitely one of those features in which people really haven't enjoyed since the launch of Breakpoint, and finally they've added a way in which you can remove them from the world. You can also remove helicopter patrols and aerial drones from the world too, which is absolutely amazing too. I'm really sick of getting detected by these two different patrols, so they are also two things in which I would deactivate as well. I think my settings would generally be that I would turn the resistance on, then have everything else deactivated. I think that's just going to be my general setting for playing Breakpoint from now on. But generally these world modifiers really impact the world, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy Breakpoint once these have been added on the 9th. The fourth one on my list is grenade cooking. It's one of those features in which I expect to be in the next Ghost Recon, and if it isn't, I'll be really disappointed, to be honest. This feature is quite good. It's going to be one of those game changer features within PvP of the game. If you've got an enemy advancing towards you and you can predict where they are going to be, you can start cooking that grenade and then throw it at the right point and get that kill perfectly. This is one of those features that the community have requested for quite some time now, and I'm glad it has been added. I'm glad that Ubisoft Paris are finally listening to the community and adding features in that have been requested since the launch of the game, or even in the beta. This cooking grenades feature allows you to be a little bit more precise with your grenades, and that leaves no time for the enemy to react to what you are doing. A few days ago people were mentioning how they don't want the ticking down of the 4-second timer which was shown within the trailer, and I'm glad to say that isn't within the game. And of course with the HUD settings you can take this off as well, the feature of the circle going around. It's definitely one of those features in which is going to be effective if the player is executing it in the right way. And a little side note, based on the C4s and mines, I'm really happy that you can pick them up now as well. I feel though all these item wheel changes will impact the player's experience, and I believe it is a good impact rather than a bad one. So lastly but not least is Golem Island exploration. And that is a feature that has been asked for absolutely donkeys now. Since the raid pretty much came out, people have been trying to glitch in, and at one point there was ability to glitch into the island and explore it and just generally free roam it. You can take your AI squad with you, and you can do this within co-op, which wasn't confirmed within the news updates. But I am confirming it right here. You can take them onto Golem Island and explore. There are 15 different settlements, 50 wild mysteries, and 12 mission milestones, with loads of loot across the whole of Golem Island to collect, both through the Golem Island missions and the Golem Island chests. Of course, the way you get onto the island is through all the bivouacs, and you can explore all 3 sectors freely. Of course, there is different Easter eggs and little mysteries within the island. Have fun enjoying going around the Golem Island and destroying behemoths where all the raid bosses were. But that is all my top 5 features in which I have really enjoyed within this early access. Hopefully within this video there's been plenty of video footage and general gameplay to show off these features, and I do hope you have enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It is greatly appreciated. I believe it's about 84% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so please do hit that subscribe button if you have made it this far. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.